Revelation chapter 1, verse 1. Revelation of Yahweh Shai Mashiach, which Yahweh gave unto him, to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass. And he sent and signified it by his angel unto his servant John. Verse 2, who bear record of the word of the Most High, and of the testimony of Yahweh Shai Mashiach, and of all things that he saw. Verse 3, blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Basham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Racha, HaKadosh, and double honors to the apostles, and to the elders of great milestone, peace and salutations to the elect. I'm your brother Makolat, again with another brief video, quick and fast, through the spirit. Pardon me. My allergies are on me, but yeah, as I was saying, this is for the edification of the elect, as I'm here to bring out a little information, because we can see where digital ID is the talk of the town, the order of the day, all over the world now, which we've been speaking about digital IDs, for the past couple of years. Digital IDs, CBDCs, the MOTB, the micro C-HIP, Great Millstone, we have been speaking of these things consistently, speaking that these are the things that are to come to get prophecy, and well on its way, on another level. Excuse me. All right, so so basically we see where England, basically, or the UK basically saying, look, you can't work after October the 1st if you don't have a digital ID. We see where Vietnam make their move on the people over there. Italy, other places doing it, but there's a, what should I say, a hush on it. There's somewhat of a hush. Barbados is doing it, and Jamaica has been pushing CBDCs and digital ID under the administration of Andrew Holness for quite some time now, where they used to say, Madam Speaker, we are lagging behind, the world is going into a digital age and we need to catch up with the world, and so on and so forth. This was happening even in the time of the Big C. And he was saying that basically, Madam Speaker, all we did was trying to move the country forward. The last Saturday, I don't remember the exact date, but the last Saturday, which was, pardon me, 1 second, but the last Saturday was the 4th, right, of October. I can't remember myself on the street. I was on the front prophesying, and I was speaking about this topic, about the digital ID, and I was saying that I'm looking to see what Jamaica will do next, seeing that this administration have got their third term. It was last month, September. And it's like there's a hush when this man was pushing digital IDs and CBDCs, but little did I know that in the background they are pushing. Yeah, they are pushing it in the background, and I didn't know. You see, when there's a spiritual algorithm and there's a physical algorithm. When you basically keep yourself within the spirit, and you look up things that are happening, then things, the information that the algorithm, your algorithm, should I say, if that's the way I want to say it, is gonna pull the information that you need. So I got it. I just came in from off work and I just pull the phone out and say, let me just check some feeds and see what, and I see NIC national identification card, and I was like, wait, this is a bit spooky. So let me just check and see whatever, you know, by researching. And I remember I downloaded this video, and I'm gonna play it now, yeah. And then we get into some information, bring out the scriptures, right? So, and this is no what should I say? It's an impromptu. This wasn't planned. You know, I'm just striking when the iron is hot, right?
Could be next. So if you didn't see my last video, Vietnam seized 81 million bank accounts. Some people in the comments said there's not even 81 million people in that area. You're right, there isn't, but people have multiple accounts. They have business accounts. These accounts were seized for biometrics. Jamaica, they're installing biometrics everywhere. Biometric machines are up at post offices, etc., etc. People are being encouraged to go and give their biometrics, facial biometrics, thumbprint biometrics. Many believe it's coming. Their banking system will eventually seize all accounts of individuals who have not given their biometrics. You know somebody in Jamaica, send them this video. This is the warning shot. A lot of people wonder why people didn't take their money out of the banks in Vietnam. Limitations. They only allow you to take so much out per day. If you have a lot of money, it'll take you a lot longer. And also understand their currency is very different than our currency. A few $1,000s here is $1 million there. With that said, it looks like Jamaica is heading in that way. Also, it looks like a lot of other nations are heading that way, especially in that whole Asian region, like Thailand and so forth. There's a lot of conversations about biometrics happening there. I will keep digging and keep you posted, but it looks like Jamaica is next.
Right. And basically this man here, he speaks a lot, because honestly it would have seemed as if Jamaica is next. This is a web. This is a web properly designed. Yeah, this is a web properly designed to trap the people, trap you people. Psalms 10. Psalms the 10th chapter. I'm sure, I think it's the 10th verse I want. Psalms 10. Well, the entire chapter is good. See, because he's saying that a lot of digital devices basically are being installed in the post office and such. And it's true. It's so true. They're what should I say? There are a lot of changes in the way how transactions are being done, and they have been speaking of these things on the radio and on the TV, and there will be a day very soon when, just as how the old notes stop spend and they come in with these plastic notes, these new notes, there will be a day when, yeah, definitely, there will be a day when pardon me, I'm not feeling too well, but there will be a day when this digital ID is just gonna just drop on the people, saying if you don't have it, then you cannot function. 1 second, the co-worker is here. I was saying something. Where's sir?
You can give a small room, right?
What?
When the dog I wash tomorrow.
Yeah, man.
Put it somewhere when no flash up.
Yeah, man. The security have a key. Yep. All right, cool. Right, so Psalms 10 and hey, let me just start at verse 1. It says, "Why standest thou afar off, O Lord? Why hidest thou thyself in times of trouble? The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. Because what they're doing right now, they're using these leaders, these politicians, even Russia, even Putin, all of them, they are juiced in. Every single one of them got the mandate. They all got the memo. So this is where we're taking the world, and you're going to have to follow through. And they're all doing it. So Kanjo, the Prime Minister of Jamaica, he's gearing up because he knows very well that he's going to have to also get in line. Verse 3, for the wicked boasted of his heart's desire and blessed the covetous whom the Most High abhorred. The wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after the Most High. Yahweh Shemesha is not in all his thoughts. His ways are always grievous, thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for his enemies, he puffeth at them. He had said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. And this is what these men think. Because all these measures that they are putting in place at this very time, at this given moment, is to trap you people up. And if they get this, their utopian, which would be a dystopia for the people, if they would have get their utopian way, nobody could take them down. Luckily, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Yahweh Shai, the conquering lion of the tribe of Judah, yeah, basically he's going to be sent by our God, Yahweh, our power, our Father, to basically put them down, and to ensure that they perform not their enterprise. Verse 6, he had said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud under his tongue, his mischief and vanity. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret place that he murdered the innocent, his eyes are privily set against the poor. And we are the poor. You Israelites, we are the poor. Donald Trump is showing that perfectly, that his eyes are set against you people. He says, he lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doth catch the poor. When he draweth him into his net, he croucheth and humbleth himself, that the poor may fall by his strong ones. So he's using the Mia Motley, the Andrew Holness, the Donald Trump. He's using these men and these policies, and he's using to the gates of hell, and you name it. Santa Claus over there in the Shrub Island. He's using these men, yeah, to bring forth these measures to put that squeeze upon us, which we are the poor. Some of them that are in the position of power among these small islands, they are Jake, and they themselves are putting things in measures into place to further trap us to be perpetual slaves unto these men, which will basically not be good. Yeah, it will not be good, because they think to themselves that they'll get a crumb at Master's table, but Master will do away with them. As we have been speaking of, look at Albania, first AI minister. That is where this thing is going. So, Andrew, unless if you're watching this video, or any of your ministers out there, you look at it. Do you think that after this society, this new society that they're building, using you people to build because you're the puppet on a string, do you think that they would have any more need for you? Nah, they won't. You're just puppets, man. You're just puppets. Verse 11, he had said in his heart, the Most had forgotten, he hideth his face, he will never see it. And that's where you're wrong. That's where you're wrong, because the prophets are out there in the highways and the byways, all over the world. Speaking of this, now, this is an article from Naira, right? And I think this right here is an AI thing. I've never used it. I am Kayla. How can I assist? Let me just punch it in and... Okay, so this is on... hell no. Alright, anyway. I'm not interested, okay? Alright. So this is from Naira. 300 persons to... which word should be people. Anyway, So 300 people to begin receiving NIDS cards on November 18, which is next month, right? 300 people who were enrolled in the National Identification System NIDS pilot project will begin receiving their cards on Monday, November 18. Thereafter, there are other persons who have indicated and we have in the system that they would like to have their national identification card, and they will be next, said chairman of the National Identification Registration Authority, NIRA, Bishop the Honorable Conrad Pitkin. So anybody following this bishop, basically, you're not following the right, eh? Continuing, says as of January, yo,
one more homework. I said, 3 water them.
where them there?
Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
I'll call it M.
Collect them for me, please.
Alright, cool. See? It says as of January, when we would have completed all those who have indicated and are in our system, we will open to the public. He further informed. Bishop Pitkin was speaking on Friday, November 15, during the official launch of the NIRA at the Central Sorting Office CSO in Kingston. The NIRA is responsible for overseeing Jamaica's civil registration and national identification system. The entity will handle the layered rollout and management of needs. I didn't know about this entity. As I said, this was given to me by Yahweh Hashem Yashai through the feed. You know? I didn't know, and they're pushing. Because I saw, and I'll put it in I put it as the thumbnail, where it said everybody soon get one of basically one of this. And it's a 9-digit number that will be allotted to you as an individual from birth till you pass away, and nobody else won't ever see that number. You understand? It says the NIRA is responsible for overseeing Jamaica civil registration and national identification system. The entity will handle the layered rollout and management of NIDS. Bishop Pitkin advises that there are 24 NIDS enrollment centers across Jamaica. He said contracts have been signed for 8, and those will be commissioned first. We are in the process of signing another 15 contracts, and so before the middle of the year, we should have all our service centers across Jamaica ready. I am pleased to announce that there will be a mobile unit to reach persons which will pass the middle of the year in deep rural Jamaica, he said. So basically this is a sensitization. Yeah, this is a sensitization of their enrollment. It says Bishop Pitkin said the NIRA will be working with the Jamaica Council for Persons with Disabilities, whatever, to ensure that the disabled community is served. Right? So they are pushing. They are making moves. Yeah. And that's the Governor General, I think, Patrick Allen, and that's the Prime Minister, and he's showing that he's one with the. He took the card first. He's showing, and which. Let me say this. We are not saying that the card is the MOTB. We are saying that this is the framework for the MOTB. So basically, if you receive the card, you haven't received the MOTB. If you receive the microchip, you will receive the MOTB, which we are saying, do not take the microchip. Don't take the microchip at any cost. Do not take it. You understand? Because there will be a sharp judgment unto you if you take it. So anyway, so this new system, as they have basically exercised through the time of the Big C to see how people can fall under pressure. You know, they're gonna put more pressures on the people to receive this new system or this new way of life, this new norm, as they would have called it, new norm. And this new norm, a lot of people are going to line up to get it because they won't be able to access their bank accounts. They won't be able to make any form of transactions. They can't buy anything on Amazon. The luxury or the comfort of this world, they're not going to be able to do it because this place is changing. The world is changing. And if you follow this world, you're going to be caught up in it, man. That's the reason why in Revelation chapter 13, verse 15 reads, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. And this is the beast system, the beast being NATO and the EU. This is the life that they're pouring out. Because they're going to say, like I was saying to one of my co-workers today, very soon, you're going to hear that to work with this company, you're going to have a digital ID, new system. The ID number that you're using in the company, it will that will change. The ID number will be your NIDS ID number. And the number that you're using now will be no more. Because this valid number that they're about to put on you is a number that when they put that in the system, everything about you is gonna be pulled up. You know? So that's the life being given to the image of the beast. That the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Right? And literally, and also men powers that be put, but also if you're not working this way, there's no way to be functioning in society if you don't have, what's the word? If you're not capable to make transactions and stuff like that. You better believe that manna fall from heaven. Let me say that again. You better believe that manna fall from heaven. Because if not, you will not be defended, man. For those of us that already know, we know. But if you don't believe that manna can fall from heaven, you're going to be in deep trouble when the systems come online totally and in full. And he had verse 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Because even though they're pushing out this card thing, there will be something to change it from a card. Whether to say that this card can last or something. You name it. It never stopped there with the devil. He has to get full control. He needs to tag you. He needs to put that branding in you. That's that mark. That's charagma or that charagma. However you want to say it. That's that imprinted mark. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 603 score and 6. Because it's a stigma. Now, that stigma is going to be, that incision being done under the skin or in the forehead. And one more thing, let me say this. The internet, they're working on all different type of internet out here for great speed to get things done. Plus, they have Starlink all over here. Things are moving and they're moving fast. Very, very, very fast. This is not back in the old times when you have dial-up. Everything is moving fast. Algorithms is working out problems now to get shit done. AI is doing their things. And it's going fast. So, yeah, I wanted to share that. Say, yeah, Jamaica he's pushing behind the scenes. I'm not seeing it, hard on the internet, but there will be a day. There will be a time coming very soon where they're going to push that all citizens have to have a digital ID. And I hope that this has been a edifying lesson. Shalom.